Hello and welcome back to Airbus. What's it doing now? And to this episode of Low Visibility Operations. I've been nagged by many of you for some time now to get this done since I pulled the original episode. So here we go. This should be out in the next week or so. It's had a complete remake and makeover to make it much more whitetail than company specific, and that's why we've had to redo this episode. So as well as the disclaimer which comes at the beginning of each of my presentations, this also comes with a bit of a government health warning, if you like, in that you must follow your own company operations and procedures with your own ops manuals, including that of your QRH and of course the documents and information that's provided for you by your chart provider in their general section, so because that's where much of this information comes from. Okay, so when I go through this in the actual episode, I'll encourage you to have that information out to hand. So this will be very much whitetail. It'll be really specifically Airbus operations, which obviously your company will take its information from and develop its own procedures. So it will be broadly what you have, but of course your operations take precedence. So very much whitetail, Airbus specific. Please follow through with your own information that you have available to you, so you can have that to hand as we go through the presentation. So what are we starting with then? So low visibility operations, we'll take a look initially at the airfield markings. I think that's a very useful thing to do because we don't get a chance to see the sort of lighting at night time. So ground visual aids, lighting and airfield equipment. Then we'll go on to take a look at some of the definitions, such as the approach ban and alert height and what they mean. Alert height obviously being for fail operational aircraft. We'll then look at fail operational and fail passive and their differences and meanings. We'll take a look at minima, and then some of the other minima which you might encounter are other than standard and lower than standard. We'll then take a look at the definition of controlling VFR in case one of the RVR measuring equipment's inoperative, which ones we use, which ones become controlling. Then we'll look at downgraded equipment, that is airfield equipment, and then we'll also look at the items required for an auto land. Some of those are monitored, which will downgrade your landing category, and some aren't. So we'll take a little look at that. Then we'll take a look at that auto land light, that red flashy thing on the glare shield we don't want to see during an auto land when it becomes active, and the items that would cause it, or the failures that would cause it to illuminate, and I've got a nice mnemonic to help you with that. Then we'll have a look at an actual auto land profile and the various stages of the approach, and what some of the calls might be, and what some of the things that you might see on your FMA. And then lastly, we'll culminate everything that we know and everything that we've looked at to a real-time auto land viewed from the PFD, which includes all of the FMA changes, etc., just as a bit of a PFD talk through of an actual auto land in action. Good, okay, so you can expect that in the next week or so, I say. I'm just putting the last few finishing touches together. That's it. Thanks for listening, and keep the plates spinning, and I'll talk to you again very soon.